Now at 6 o'clock on WKYT this morning, we have the latest developments from overnight into the terrorist attacks in Paris, France. We'll have a live special report from CBS News.
And around a dozen Kentucky students were there in France at the time of those attacks. We will have the latest on how they're doing, plus reaction to the attacks from the United States.
WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Our top story this morning, news that has shocked the world. More than 100 people are dead after 7 coordinated attacks in Paris Friday night.
For the first time since the Second World War, the city of Paris was under a curfew last night, and military and security forces across Europe are now on high alert. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti is live from London this morning.
Paris police say they believe there were 8 attackers. All of them are dead. 7 of them were suicide bombers. President Hollande is blaming ISIS. There is now an active manhunt underway for other people who may have been involved in the planning and execution. A photographer taking cover captured the chaos as explosions and gunfire rocked the Bataclan Theater. Paris police say inside the entertainment hall, at least 2 terrorists fired assault rifles, launched grenades, and took about 100 hostages during a packed concert. An American living nearby said it looked like a scene from a horror movie.
I just never seen anything like that, especially in Paris, and it was terrifying.
By the time police stormed the theater, terrorists had killed dozens of hostages. And it wasn't over. 2 suicide bombers struck outside a sports stadium north of Paris, where a soccer match was underway. Fans crowded the field as security teams evacuated the French president, who was at the game. This fan says his cell phone stopped shrapnel from hitting him. It's the phone that took the shot. It's what saved me, he said. Not everyone was as lucky. At least 120 people died in at least 6 separate terror attacks Friday night. Officials say at least 8 attackers were behind what is thought to be a series of well-coordinated assaults on the French capital. Police believe all of the terrorists were killed. The Friday the 13th attack is the deadliest in Europe since the Madrid train bombings in 2004 that killed 191 people. In London, I'm Jonathan Vigliotti. Now back to you.
Jonathan, thank you. And just in the past minute or so, we're constantly getting updates. The Associated Press has just reported that the Islamic State group claimed the Paris attacks in an online statement. Of course, people across the United States with loved ones there in France were on edge last night, not knowing if their loved ones were okay.
Right, and around a dozen Kentuckians are in France this morning. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk this morning with reaction from here in the United States. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Michelle. The pain from these terrorist attacks is certainly being felt across the country and here in central Kentucky this morning. A number of Asbury University students were studying abroad in Paris, and they were there when the attacks happened. Now, the university has released a statement saying, fortunately, their students are safe. They were several miles from where the attacks happened. Now, it has been several years since our country has suffered from a terrorist attack like this. However, we know all too well the pain and even the fear that these attacks bring. Cities like San Francisco, Seattle, and New York are lighting buildings and bridges in the colors of the French flag now to show the country that we support them during this difficult time. In New York, the NYPD's counterterrorism unit is standing guard over the French embassy, New York landmarks, and other diplomatic posts this morning. The chair of the Homeland Security Committee says the U.S., especially New York City, is always a target.
Our agencies are all operating assuming that there is going to be an attack. Now, there's no evidence that there's going to be, but you act on the assumption that there is.
Buildings, landmarks like the Empire State Building, they went dark to support Paris, but take a look at this photo here. You can see the spires there for the One World Trade Center lit up in the colors of that French flag, red, white, and blue. New York's governor says that that spire will be lit in the colors of the French flag for the next several days. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you. So much information still rolling into the newsroom, still trying to figure out exactly what happened, who is behind it. Of course, the AP just reported a few minutes ago that Islamic State has claimed responsibility. Just a horrible story all around.
It is horrible, and President Hollande says it's an act of war that was prepared, organized, and planned from the outside.
Yeah, certainly sounds that way. So many all around the same time across the city, and certainly thoughts and prayers are with the Paris people.
Definitely. And we have to switch it over locally now to see more about today's weather. And it is the weekend. So, Mike, what are people going to be looking forward to for the weather?
Well, Sean and Michelle, this weekend really doesn't look so bad, at least into the afternoons. It's the early mornings that need to grab your attention because it is chilly outside, to say the least. Most spots dealing with the mid to low 30s and even some upper 20s out there. Somerset, Danville, London at 27, 28 degrees. Frankfurt as well at 28, with Fayette County at 32 degrees as we get our morning started. We look at the WKYT Defender radar network, not really picking up on very much of anything. It's going to be incredibly sunny for the bulk of our day today, and moving into the next few days, well, that's where big changes get here. A big storm system arrives next week. I'll show you the path of that storm, what we could be dealing with as we get closer and closer to Thanksgiving.
We're tracking a police investigation into a woman's death this morning after her body was found in a Whitley County apartment. Police found the body yesterday afternoon in Williamsburg. Police haven't released her identity, but they say she's 29 years old. Investigators say when she was found, she had been dead for several days. And while they do believe foul play was involved, officers aren't definitely calling the woman's death a homicide.
You know, it's not something that we see that often here. You know, it's been a number of years since we've had an actual homicide here. And of course, I'm not calling this a homicide yet because we don't know, but it's very unusual for a small town like this.
Police hope to learn more once her autopsy is performed. That's scheduled for today. Chief Byrd tells us the last time anyone has reported seeing the woman alive was October 26th. A 21-year-old woman crossing the street in Danville was hit by a car yesterday. The Boyle County Sheriff's Office is trying to figure out what exactly happened. Now, this all happened yesterday afternoon in Danville on West Main Street near St. Mildred's Court. Deputies say a 21-year-old woman from Louisville was trying to cross the street when she was clipped by a car. They didn't say how badly she was hurt, but she had to be airlifted to UK Hospital. There's no word on how she's doing this morning. And Kentucky State Police are trying to learn more about a crash that killed a central Kentucky man earlier this month. The crash happened on November 1st in the southbound lanes of Interstate 75 near mile marker 47 in Laurel County. Troopers say 46-year-old Pavel Zorko's semi was rear-ended. When he got out of his truck, he was then hit by another car. Investigators had to close down all 3 lanes of I-75 where the crash happened yesterday morning to reconstruct the scene. So far, no one faces any charges, but blood work on everyone involved is pending. Troopers say they had to shut down the road yesterday because they couldn't the night of the crash.
The big issue with us out here working is officer safety. If we had vehicles coming up the interstate, then it could endanger us and them.
After the crash, the victim's family started a GoFundMe to help with their expenses. So far, they've raised more than $68,000.
Our time on this Saturday morning is 6:08. A crash 2 months ago nearly killed a Bath County teenager, but now, according to his family, he's doing much better. Last night, 16-year-old Aaron Williams returned to his high school for a special honor from his classmates. This was the very first time he's been back since that accident. Family members say while he's made a lot of progress, Aaron's journey is still far from over.
He is alive, he is recovering, and now I expect the Lord to fully bring him back 100%. So if you've never believed in God in the past, you can believe now, because my boy was literally dead.
After following that one, it's good to see him doing better. Aaron had to go back to Cardinal Hill Rehabilitation Center after that ceremony, but his parents expect him to come home on Wednesday. Good little update there. Happy to see that. Well, WKYT this morning is just getting started. When we come back, when an officer pulls over a car but there's no driver, who does he ticket? We'll explain coming up.
And despite it being quite cold outside right now, I'm tracking some big changes on the way for the work week ahead. I'll take you through the next few days coming up.